it'll be fine. It's all going to be fine. So if we haven't met before, my name is Amanda Hegge. I am the director of the Whitehall Public Library. I am not an expert in making pie. I'm good at making this pie crust. And I think it's really good, and I think it's timely for the season. The holidays are coming up. And like, come on in. Like, routinely people are let down by pie crust, and I think that's really sad. And so I thought, well, this is something I know how to make. Very kindly, the Trempealeau County Dairy Promotion Board donated all the butter for this class, which is like the most expensive part. So if you see a dairy farm, if you're connected to them in some way, please tell them thank you, because that's a wonderful donation. So the way that I think I'm going to run this, I've never taught a class like this before, so please bear with me. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to show you how to make one, and then we will make one. You will make your own. I don't have enough scales for everybody, but I'm hoping that we could like maybe share a scale at a table and like take turns. I think we're still okay enough to take turns in this world. I have 2 aprons here if there's anybody. What's that? Oh, okay. Sorry. I do have 2 aprons if there's anybody who feels like they need an apron. I've been at work all day, so that's why I'm wearing one. So I was telling most people when we started, the book that this comes from is called The Book on Pie by Erin Jean McDowell. This is not my recipe. This is her recipe. And we do have copies of this book to check out. It's an excellent book. And as I was saying before, it is like, there is reading in this book, not just like recipes. And so she really did write a book so that you could mix and match. And if you're a curious baker, you could put like a fruit coulis on the top of something. And I'm really giving this book a glow up because I really do love it a lot. But so it's really worth it. And then also it's just like really great recipes too. So I don't think I've tried a recipe in this book that I've been disappointed with. So highly recommend this. There are 4 copies to check out, so you all can duke it out when you get to the end of the class. So I have 2 things. I have pie, but the top of the pie did not turn out the way I wanted it to. Sorry for everybody who has heard this so far. Come on in. And so I just made some pie crust twists for you to try, just so you're aware. So it's the recipe, and then I put cinnamon and sugar. So it's butter, flour, apple cider vinegar, ice water, and then cinnamon and sugar. So, I mean, I would say if you're allergic to any of those things, don't eat this. So I am not responsible for what happens to you after this. So if you want to take one and pass them around. The reason I did this is I want, so there's 2 kinds. There's like a lighter one and there's a darker one. The darker one is the leftover pie scraps from my apple pie, and the lighter one is just plain pie crust.
Oh, really good.
I think they're both pretty good. But I just wanted you to know what we were making so that you have an idea of what we're shooting for. So, oh, good. Oh, hooray. That's what we're shooting for. Okay. So the first part of this is I'm going to ask you, once we'll pass that around, and then we're going to huddle around the table. I'm sorry. I'll have to get like more equipment so I can show people what I'm making. So when you get your pie crust thing, if you want to come up and kind of like huddle around, I'll show you, because in this pie crust, it really is like the method of how you combine everything that makes the pie crust so good. Okay.
Oh, no.
Oh, good. I'm glad you like it. I hope you're not just saying it. Okay. Oh, I got to get a butter too. So, somebody was asking me, like, do you use vodka in your pie crust? I don't know the science of any of this. I know that when I use apple cider vinegar in my pie crust, it makes it, it works a little bit better. I have a tendency to overdo things sometimes, including mixing or whatever. And so maybe it does help. The vinegar or the vodka inhibits the building up of the gluten, which would make it tough. So what you do is you take your butter, and it's got to be very cold. So that's the other thing is like, if something gets warm while you're making this pie crust, just put it back in the fridge. Leave yourself enough time. I know that's annoying. None of us have any time, but like it's the thing that makes this so good. So I like to cut my butter into 3 pieces. I did test this. I don't think it makes that much of a difference. I think in her book, it is bigger chunks of butter. But I cut it into 3 pieces, and then I slice it up so you have little butter chunks like this. Oh, sorry, I should have had it pre-chopped. This is what they don't make you do this on the cooking shows. And then I don't weigh anything else in the recipe, but I do weigh the flour. When I do things with flour, like I said, I have trouble with like getting too much, and I think flour is hard. If it's packed in, then you get too much. So usually when I'm making something with flour, I don't do it when I make chocolate chip cookies, but when I am making something that I really care about making sure that it comes out okay, I do weigh the pie dough, or weigh the flour. And so you set everybody knows this, you put your bowl on and then you tare the weight so it's zeroed out. And so it's 150 grams of flour. Oh, thank you. Will you hand me a spoon, Sue? I'm sorry to make you be my assistant. Okay. And so you just spoon that in until you get 150 grams. I did use, I don't know how much it makes a difference what kind of flour you use. I usually bake with King Arthur flour because I've read all the
All-purpose?
Yeah, unbleached all-purpose. I think you'll do fine with that. I mean, I don't know that in this part of the world that you're going to get so much difference in the quality of the flour that you're getting. So put it in the bowl, and then you put your butter in, and then this is where you start. So the first thing that you do is you toss your butter cubes so they're coated with flour. So this is, you can get closer to, I'm sorry, and I guess maybe if you don't want to be on TV, but.
Are we going to get to the dreaded pea size?
Well, so it's not pea size. So what you do, and then I'm just breaking these apart into littler pieces. And then, so that pie crust is kind of like a rough puff pastry where it's a laminated dough, like it's almost what you just ate is like almost a laminated dough. And what helps that is by taking your butter and then mushing it into a shard like that. And then you just work through your butter and you just squish it between your fingers. Yeah, eat them up. Until you get almost all of your pieces of butter into.
Is this recipe for one crust or 2?
Just one crust, yep. So she has.
If we're going to make a top and bottom, you'd have to double.
You'd make 2, yeah. And I haven't had trouble doubling the recipe. Oh, I forgot the salt. I almost do this every time. It's a half a teaspoon. It's a quarter teaspoon salt. Yes, thank you. So I know people have varying opinions on salted and unsalted butter. I am using unsalted butter right now. I think if you're going to use salted butter, just don't add as much salt to your recipe. So I can tell the difference. I think you can tell the difference. If you use salted butter and you put in the full amount of salt, it's pretty salty. So yeah, I'm just mushing it.
Could you grate the butter?
Grate the butter?
Yeah, when I do scones,
Oh.
it's frozen and then I grate it.
I think so I haven't done that for pie crust. I know I've done, I don't make very good biscuits, but my husband does make very lovely biscuits by grating the butter. And I think you could. I can't attest to it because I have not done it. Okay. So I don't want to steer you wrong. Like I said, I only know how to do this one. Well, I can make other ones, but and you don't have to get too fussy about it. you can just make sure.
Is that really about how long you would be doing that?
Yes. I'm not stringing it out because I'm talking. This is a good question. Yeah, this is a good. You want to go through and you find as many butter chunks as you can and squish them between your fingers. And it's okay if you grab a couple at a time.
Are you trying to break it down so it's finer, or are you just making chunks that way there you can?
You're just
like a
flattening
noodle
it.
almost.
Yep, almost like a noodle. So it's in a flat, like a flat shard like that. So they really are just like a flat piece. And so it's not, you're not really going for like, there, that was a pretty good one, a pea-sized one. You're making them pretty flat into flat kind of thin layers. And then you take your, that's pretty good. You might not get all of them, and some of them will maybe break into smaller pieces, but you don't want to get it.
You don't want it.
You don't want it to be like cornmeal or a meal. You really do want it to be flat shards of butter in the bowl, so you can see those flat pieces. And so she gives you a measurement of how much apple cider vinegar or vodka you could use. I just put like a little splash in because, like I said, I think that helps. And then, so this is the part that I think is also pretty important. She tells you 1/4 cup and to put it in. I think you could put the 1/4 cup in right away. I always start with less because I do think that it can get pretty wet. The pie crust can get pretty wet. And so I just put a little splash in, and then you're not mixing it. I just take my fingers and I just kind of kind of sift it in so that the water, and I'm not even squeezing yet, I'm just sifting the water in the dough. And so I did that, but it doesn't feel wet. And you'll feel that when you make yours, but it's still pretty dry. And so I just add a little bit at a time, and I just sift it together so that it comes together. And now at this point, I'm just kind of gently squeezing it. We're not mashing it. We're not really squishing it, but you're just kind of gently squeezing it until it comes together. And so you add a little bit more water. And I have found it does make a difference how humid the day is. You need a lot less water on a humid day than you do when the weather is dry. And so now you can see it's kind of coming together in clumps.
So it's not a specific amount of water.
No, it's not a specific amount of water. It's so hard to do things. People want you to tell them exactly what to do, and I can't tell you. I think you just, no, I know, but there are people in this, I know you're not, Sue and I work together. We're not people who need to have exact directions. Sometimes we maybe do worse if you do give us exact directions, just out of spite. But but there are people who want you to tell them, yes, you need exactly 1/4 cup of water. But is not what you can do here. So now, we're almost there. Just maybe and I'm at the end. I just kind of put my fingers in because you don't want to get too much water. And
Is it sticky?
not terribly. No. It's gonna look kind of weird when you. It's not a smooth pie dough. Oh, I lost some pieces there, didn't I?
It might make the difference.
Yeah, it might. So it's not going to be a really smooth dough when you have it at the end. It's going to look like this. And then, so we talked about time being the essence. You wrap it up in saran wrap. If you have enough beeswax wrap that you can use that. Any kind of airtight package. I would make sure, don't go if you're going to go the Ziploc bag route, make sure you get all the air out of it. I would do saran wrap. You wrap it and you chill it for at least a half an hour. The longer you can get it, the better, but it's going to look like this.
It doesn't hurt to make it couple hours even ahead of time?
So it doesn't hurt to make it even a couple hours ahead of time. Yep, you will do just fine. It's, you know, I think the hardest thing to learn in life is to give yourself enough time to do something. But I still struggle every day of probably my existence. I will struggle with that. But giving this plenty of time is gonna also, like, it really does need to be cold. Like, the coldness really helps. So, do you have any questions about what I just did? No. This is what we're gonna do. So the first thing, so you need a cutting board, a knife. If somebody could take a scale to the table, and then I think what we'll do is if you, oh, I didn't plan this out with the flour very well now, did I? I'll have to come around with the flour and then people can scoop it out. So you can grab bowls, you can grab a cutting board, and then I would probably use these for the scale because it's just like they're a little lighter. Yeah. So any of those things. And Sue, I'm gonna, so you're gonna lightly flour your surface. And you could even probably, this is probably a little sticky. You could even coat the outside with flour and it will be smooth. It won't be so sticky, like it won't be this sticky. The coldness will help. The chilling, not the coldness. The chilling will help and it won't be hard to work with when you're rolling it out. Is that what you're asking? Yeah. Yes, it should not be. And I would add flour to your surface if you're having a really hard time rolling it out. It's easy to get too much flour in things. I think.
Well, I have to overmix things.
I do too. It's hard. Ooh. I need all the grace I can get in terms of baking because, like I said, I get.
I guess so.
Oh, okay. Well, I'm sorry. There's more butter in the. Okay, you guys.
How does this look, Amanda?
That looks good. I would cut those in. Yep, there you go. Well, that it won't kill you. It won't. I don't think it'll make your. I don't think it will inhibit your pie crust. I think you could still make the pie crust. I will roll out the one that I made so you can kind of see that. Donna had asked that I roll one out. So while we do this, I'll let everybody mix in and I'll let that chill, and then I'll roll it out at the end so people can see.
I'm kind of curious how
Yeah.
it comes out because I've never.
Yeah.
Like I can make a cookie all day long.
Yeah. Yeah. No, that's fair. Okay. We need a few more waters, I think. All right. Yeah, make sure you squish all of your butter cubes flat before you add the liquid. You're gonna do that. That's the next thing.
I thought it was perfect.
I know it toys with you. You think to yourself, there we go. Okay, they have the salt at this table right here. Here's your flat. Do you want to way over here, or do you want to satisfied with how flat your butter is?
Drop some on the floor right there. I'm sorry.
No, that's okay. You want it to start clumping together. You want to kind of squeeze it, and maybe add. So this is where I was dipping my fingers in the water and then squeezing it. And you do want it to come together in a clump, like to join together. It might not be perfect, smooth dough, but you do want it to start to join together in a clump. Maybe if you feel like you've worked in butter too much into your pie dough, so like it's looking really yellow and buttery, it will still be delicious. It will just be a little less flaky. So when you make another one, just don't work your butter as hard. And if you have some people have hot hands, like some people's hands are kind of warm, don't be afraid to put your pie crust back in the refrigerator. I think you could use this. Erin G. McDowell does tell you in these instructions about making a food processor, like using a food processor. This is purely, so I do it this way because it works for me, but if you need a way to cut in the butter so it works better for you.
Maybe the frozen and the grated thing.
Yeah, maybe the frozen and the grated thing. I have used frozen butter to really good effect. It's hard on your hands though, it makes your hands tired. So
It takes a long time.
it does take a long time, but so it's not wrong. It's just it'll still be delicious. It will just be a little less flaky. If you're making an apple pie, you fill the pie but you fill the pie crust raw, and then you bake it, and then you bake the pie. If you were making like a cream pie, you would bake your pie crust, and then blind bake the crust with your beans in the middle, and then let it cool completely, and then fill the pie crust. So, kind of yes, Anne? Canned fruit? I would still probably start out at 425. And what did we do the other day? We did 15 minutes and it wasn't long enough. I would maybe bake it at 425 for like 20 minutes and then turn down the temperature. You can make sure it's wrapped up tightly. I might put it in a Ziploc bag just so you have double protection, and then put it in the freezer and then thaw it overnight. If anybody is interested in the rolling out of the pie dough, I can show you. So this was still a little sticky. Like, you can find some places in here that was still a little sticky. I just coated the outside of the dough. If you feel like your dough's a little wet, just coat the outside with some flour. Not like a huge amount, but it does help. And then I just make a thin layer of flour on the surface, and just like, and then it does roll out pretty nicely. But this is kind of a nice way, so when you make your pie crust, you'll see, okay, so two things. Your pie crust does not need to be perfectly round. Don't worry about that. Use a knife and cut your edges. I
see your shards.
Yes. So this, if you look closely, and it is a little sticky here. So I had a little bit of sticky. I just put a little flour over the top so you have a nice coating.
And those little butter things won't
Yes. So
matter?
this is what you want. You want these globs of butter in your pie crust. So if you look at it, you'll see you've got the smears of butter inside your pie crust.
I have some globs in mine.
Yeah, so you do, that's what you want it to look like. So that is just about perfect. And, if you're rolling out your pie crust and it sticks a little bit, you should pick it up periodically and put a little flour underneath there. But I don't know, like this pie crust, I don't make overly thin because I like to eat it. It is delicious.
And
But
it isn't lefse, for goodness sake.
it is not lefse, for goodness sake. So, make it even, but don't, it doesn't need to be super duper thin. And then, like, if you rolled it out, you can just fold it in half and fold it in half again and then wrap it if you need to do that. So, bake it. Oh, yeah. Yep.
You had said, we're supposed to put it in the refrigerator for half an hour before you do this.
Yes.
Okay.
Yep. At least a half an hour.
Couple hours.
Now I said put it in the refrigerator for a half an hour. Don't you dare put it in the freezer.
Oh, why?
Do not do it. It will not cool evenly, and so your outside will get very hard and will be cool, but your inside will not be as cold as it needs to be. And the outer dough might dry out, and you'll have an uneven pie crust, and then everybody will be sad. So do not put it in the freezer. So don't put it in the freezer. Give it enough time to cool. Bake it in an oven at 425. Sometimes the butter leaks out of the crust. Use your fan. Open a window. It gets a little smoky sometimes, but it's not, as long as it's not burning. Everybody knows, like, if your pie crust gets dark on the edges, put tin foil over it, right? Okay, yeah. You can make a little ring. I take a whole sheet of foil and just lay it over the top of the pie.
Could I make it a few days, like a week in advance, and put it in the fridge, or does it have to go in the freezer?
It will turn a funny color. It's not bad. You can still eat it. It'll turn kind of black. You probably don't want that for Thanksgiving. You can still eat it. It's fine. But if you're going to wait a whole week, I would freeze it.
Okay.
If you're going to make it within the next day or two, keep it in the refrigerator. But
So,
longer than
no
2
longer than 2
days,
days.
I would, yeah. The vinegar is the thing that makes it turn black.
Gotcha.
Again, it's not bad. It won't kill you. You're not going to die. But it's not pretty. Thank you for rolling with me on this. I didn't know it was. I hope you had fun, and I hope your pie crust is good. Yeah. Oh, thanks. Thank you for coming. Thank you. Oh, yeah.
Do you have a favorite recipe from that book?
I do. I really love the apple pie. It's a fantastic apple pie recipe. And then the other one that is really good, well, so Kathleen is going to be upset with me. She does not like a black bottom chocolate pie, or pecan pie. I like a black bottom pecan pie. And then my other very favorite, there's like so many. But, okay, this rosé peach pie is incredible. You don't have to make the top like that. Just make it. It's really good. And then the other one that I really, really love, I like custard pie. Not everybody likes custard pie. And there's a lemon custard pie in this book. And it's really nice in the springtime when there's no fruit, but you want something that is springy. And I like, that's usually when if I can find it, I'll show you. But she also, I feel, I'm like a fangirling a little bit about this lady, but she is a really good baker. She's got a new pie crust. Oh, here it is. This is my copy of the book. It's not the library's copy. You can tell by the pages. It's well used. But this is a fantastic pie.
What kind is it? Custard?
Lemon custard, creamy lemon custard. So good.
Pinky red.
Oh, she has She has begonia flowers on the top of it. If you want to be fancy, you can put flowers on your pie and eat them. I can never find enough begonias at the time of season that I want to eat this pie. Yeah, you can.
Really?
I'm eating pansies.
Yeah, you can even say they would look so pretty on this pie. So that's like I said, there's a root beer float pie in here that I really admire. It's like a baked Alaska that I think sounds really good. So anyway, lots of favorite recipes in that one, but yeah. Thank you. Thanks for coming tonight. That was really fun. Yeah.